Congress is scheduled for its traditional August recess, and the House has already cleared out for the summer. But on the Senate side, a group of Republicans is refusing to leave, threatening to stay until, in their words, hell freezes over. Their demand is centered on the Save America Act. This legislation would impose strict new requirements for federal elections, specifically focusing on mandatory voter ID and documented proof of citizenship to register. The immediate obstacle is that not a single Democrat in the Senate is willing to support the bill. Without some form of bipartisan consensus, the legislation has no clear path forward. The math of the Senate creates a mechanical barrier known as the legislative filibuster. Under current rules, it takes a 60-vote supermajority to advance most bills, meaning a unified opposition can effectively block any measure. Because Republicans lack those 60 votes, the standoff appears to be a dead end. Without a change in tactics, the push for the Save America Act looks less like a legislative effort and more like a political gesture. However, there is a specific political logic to forcing a vote that you know you are going to lose. Voter ID is a high-polling issue across most demographics. By forcing a floor vote, Republicans compel Democrats to go on the official record with their opposition, creating a clear yes or no for the public to see. That official voting record then serves as campaign material for the upcoming midterms. It allows challengers to point to a specific moment where an incumbent voted against a popular measure. Senator Jim Banks argues this isn't just about the next election. There is an actual procedural pathway to pass the bill right now. In the modern Senate, the floor is used for two things at once. It is a place to pass laws, and it is a stage used to highlight the differences between parties for the voters back home. The procedural workaround Senator Banks is referring to is a specific tactic known as Reconciliation 3.0. Budget reconciliation allows bills to bypass the 60-vote filibuster entirely. Originally for fiscal matters, it's now a primary tool for major policy packages. It lowers the requirement to a simple 50-vote majority, allowing a unified party to pass bills without a single opposition vote. If there's a 50-50 tie, the vice president casts the deciding vote. Republicans anticipate J.D. Vance acting as that tiebreaker to secure the bill's passage. This is how they intend to move the Save America Act through the Senate and onto the president's desk, effectively neutralizing the Democratic opposition. For a party in the majority, reconciliation is the most powerful procedural weapon available, allowing them to advance a partisan agenda in a chamber that is usually defined by gridlock. But the Save America Act is only one part of this reconciliation package. The bill actually carries a massive payload of spending that goes far beyond domestic election rules. A major priority is a historic investment in national defense, specifically intended to quickly replenish American munition stockpiles depleted by recent global conflicts. Beyond traditional munitions, the bill also allocates billions toward the infrastructure needed for the global race to develop artificial intelligence. The primary adversary is Communist China. Washington frames the AI race as a struggle to dictate global technological and security standards for decades to come. There is a growing urgency to establish AI frameworks now, with the goal of preventing adversaries from using these models to develop advanced weapons or biological threats. By bundling these high-stakes defense priorities with local voting rules into a single bill, lawmakers have turned a partisan disagreement into a much broader debate over American national security. The August standoff is more than just a dispute over a vacation schedule. It is a clear example of how modern legislative warfare is conducted in the Senate. Procedural loopholes like reconciliation are no longer rare exceptions. They are now the standard method for bypassing political gridlock. Forced votes that are destined to fail are not wasted time. They are calculated moves designed to create a paper trail for the next campaign cycle. These gritty, domestic political maneuvers are now used as vehicles to fund the country's response to global technological challenges and military needs. The modern Senate is no longer just a forum for debate. It has become an arena where the precise application of parliamentary rules determines the direction of the country's security and its loss.